Class 10 students, welcome to my channel. I am back again with some more problems important for your board examination. First question that I have picked for you says a plant has two varieties, one with red petals and another with white petals. When these two varieties are cross-pollinated, all the offsprings have red petals. Which gene is dominant? Quite simple, that the plant with red petals, right? Red petal plants, they would be the one that will be dominant. Choose suitable letters to represent these two genes. Because red is dominant, so we would be taking capital R for it, and for the white we would be taking small r. So very easy, because R is a dominant allele, so we would be writing here dominant, and in the case of small r we would be writing recessive, right? This is as per the genetic terminology we have studied in chapter number 9. I hope this simple question is clear to you. Now move on to question number 2, which is asking the following results were obtained by a scientist who crossed F1 generation of pure breeding parents of round wrinkled seeds. Dominant were round and recessive were wrinkled. This we already know, and they say that the number of offsprings that were produced were 7524. From these results it can be concluded that the actual number of round seeds he obtained. Now here this is the MCQ based questions, but we'll be solving on our own, because this time in board examination we have probability of getting such type of numericals in a word problem where no options would be given to you. So when they are asking just for round seeds, remember when we talk about round and wrinkled, this is one character we are talking about. This is monohybrid cross, and in monohybrid cross we receive the phenotypic ratio of 3:1. Means 3 would have been round and 1 would have been wrinkled, and total plants would have been 4. Because 3 plus 1 makes 4, so total plants were 4. They are asking just about round seeds, so that means 3 out of 4 will be round, and because they have given us the case of 7524, so we would be multiplying it with this, and this will give us 32, 8 and 1, and this you will multiply, you will get 3, 4, 2, 6, 2, 5. That means the right answer would be 5643. These type of numericals, they seem difficult, but again I am saying they are very easy. You just need to apply this formula and you are getting the answer. So 3 individuals will be round out of total individuals being 4. Multiply by the seed number that is being given to you. You will get on the right answer. Now move on to next question. In human beings, if gene B, capital B, is for brown eyes and small b is for blue eyes, what will be the color of the eyes of the persons having the following combinations of genes? See here, capital B, small b means heterozygous condition is there. In heterozygous, one dominant and one recessive allele is there. So here, because one dominant allele is there, the color of the individual will be brown. Brown-eyed individual will be there. However, in the case of small b, it will be blue because it is homozygous recessive condition. No dominant allele means the recessive character will be expressed. Here in this case, homozygous dominant condition has been given to you, means both the dominant alleles are there. So in this case, the expression would be brown only. This question is also easy, I hope. Next question. A Mendelian experiment consisted of breeding tall pea plants bearing violet flowers and short with white flowers. The progeny all bore violet W flowers, right? So that means they have taken W for the violet, but almost half of them were short. This suggested that the genetic makeup of the genotype of the tall parent can be depicted. This is a bit tricky question. Just read it again so that it can be clarified. Like in the question, they are given that the progeny all bore violet flowers. all bore violet flowers, that means violet is a dominant allele and it must be there in homozygous dominant condition, but almost half of them were short. Half of them were short means the genotype would have been heterozygous. So for short, we would be considering this will be the genotype, because when this will be crossed with this, some of them will be short, right? So in this case, definitely this should be the genotype of the tall parent, because a tall parent will have both the alleles now, because we are talking about both the characters. So that means this will never be the answer. This also will never be the answer. Now they are asking that tall parent has also given some short characters. So this will also not be the answer, because this is homozygous dominant. It will not yield any short, right? So in this case, we are left with only this option. So option C will be the correct answer to it. Remember, we have cutted option B and option D, because in this case, in the question only it is given to us that all bore violet flowers. So we have to pick an individual that should be homozygous dominant. It should be capital W, and capital W is missing here, and it is also missing here. It was present here, so this could have been the answer, but option A has not been picked up as the right answer, because this case given capital T is not applicable. So only this option is correct. If you are not thorough with the explanation, you can replay the video to thorough your concepts. We are coming on to next question, question number 5. Which of the following represents tall plant with respect to short plants? So in this case, very easy. For tallness, we know that either the individual should be homozygous dominant or could be heterozygous dominant. So these and these are your taller plants, whereas small t represents the homozygous recessive condition, so this will be shorter. So in this case, you need to define the reason. So in reason, you may write upon that tallness is a dominant character which gets expressed even by the presence of single dominant allele. So heterozygous offspring will also show the tallness character, and homozygous dominant will definitely show it. I hope all the problems are clear to you. Stay connected to my channel. I have a video more on the problems for your term 2 boards. Thank you, and do share my channel link with others so that they can also go through all the problems and it could help them in attempting their paper better. Thank you.